Prehistoric Africa. Roughly 3 million years ago, near the west bank of Turkana Lake in Kenya, a hominin carried a heavy stone to a flat plain and started hitting it with a smaller stone, while looking out for predators. He's making a tool, most likely a hand axe for killing dinner and for scraping flesh from bone. How do we know this? Thanks to archaeologists and the exciting discovery at Lomekwi of deliberately modified stone tools, one of the most important finds in prehistory. The early prehistory of Africa, which refers to the time before writing was developed, is almost better researched than its recorded history. Odd, right? But not if you remember that the human species originated from Africa, and we all know evolution is a universal obsession. Check out this interesting read on discoveries pertaining to evolution. I'll leave the link in the description for evolution enthusiasts. Now, based on the latest paleontological discoveries, let's look at the life our earliest ancestors lived and the dangers they would have faced millions of years ago. As ancient as the tools discovered in Kenya are, they do not belong to our earliest ancestors, who had gone extinct by then. Let's take a quick look at our earliest ancestors who roamed Africa around 7 million years ago, when the lush forests were starting to give way to dense savannas, particularly in the eastern and central parts of the continent. This shift likely played a role in their evolution, as they began trying life on the ground, walking upright to navigate the increasingly open landscape to gather food. The species living around this period and for a while after were not yet fully human, but were likely part of the early stages of the hominin lineage. They had a mix of ape-like and human-like features, a relatively small brain size, similar to modern apes, but a more upright posture. Their skulls suggest they could have walked on 2 legs, though they still spent time in trees. The oldest fossils found so far was discovered in Central Africa in the Biswarup Desert of northern Chad and dated to about 7 million years ago. Next to him is the 6 million year old fossils, nicknamed the Millennium Man, found in the Tugan Hills region of central Kenya, East Africa. And not far from there, in the Afar Desert in present-day Ethiopia, Ardi lived in what used to be a forest 4.4 million years ago. Ardi is among over 100 fossil specimens of the species named Ardipithecus ramidus. Back to circa 3 million years. Now Africa is home to more early human species living in a mix of grasslands and forested areas. The territory is teeming with wildlife, ancestors to modern animals, hyenas as big as bears, saber-toothed cats, and many other mega-sized carnivores, reptiles, and raptors. Life was perilous for hominins, especially the young. Fossil craniums with holes that fit saber-toothed cat fangs or crocodile's teeth, and other marks obviously left by predators, show how common it was for hominins to meet their death at the hands of predators. One sad example is the fossil of the Australopithecus africanus, named the Tong child, a 3-year-old child's skull found in Tong, South Africa, and dated to 2.8 million years ago. On the skull of the Tong child, at the bottom of its eye sockets, are puncture marks resembling those made by a large bird's sharp talons and beak. It was likely snatched from the field by a bird, like the now extinct giant crowned eagle. Hominins survived by moving away from the dense forest and maybe spending time in trees. They also evolved traits like living in groups. This way, there are more eyes and ears to locate predators and more individuals to jointly defend, if possible. Signs of communal living have been found in archaeological sites. Group dynamics may also have helped in foraging and possibly caring for the young and the sick. It is now widely accepted that several hominin species did exist during the same period, not living together, but sometimes in the same region. Based on findings, there were at least 3 early hominin species in the African region around 3 million years ago. The most well-known species around this time was the Australopithecus afarensis, which lived between 3.9 to 2.9 million years ago. This species is famous for Lucy, one of the most complete early hominin fossils discovered in Hader, Ethiopia, and dated to about 3.2 million years. Australopithecus afarensis walked upright, but still had some ape-like features, such as a smaller brain and long arms. Remains of more than 300 individual Australopithecus afarensis have been found in eastern Africa, including in Ethiopia, Kenya, and Tanzania. There was also the species Australopithecus africanus that lived between 3.3 and 2.1 million years ago in southern Africa. They are believed to have been more adapted to bipedalism and showed early evidence of tool use and social structures. The unfortunate Tong child mentioned earlier is an Australopithecus africanus. More importantly, the most complete skull of an Australopithecus africanus found near Sterkfontein, South Africa, and nicknamed Mrs. Please was one of the first fossils to reveal that upright walking had evolved well before any significant growth in brain size. Lastly, around this period, a species named Kenyanthropus platyops was also living in East Africa. Several fossils of the species dated to about 3.3 to 3.2 million years have been found around Lomekwi by Lake Turkana, Kenya. Kenyanthropus are suspected to be the maker of the first deliberately modified stone tools because of their proximity to the archaeological site, Lomekwi 3, where the Lomekwian stone tools were discovered. One major challenge our ancestors would have faced was finding food. They had a diet that was mainly plant-based, though they likely also ate some meat when they could find it. They ate fruits, seeds, and nuts. For hominins who were smart enough to dig, the underground parts of plants, such as tubers and roots, provided essential nutrients. Some evidence suggests early hominins might have eaten certain types of bark and grasses, particularly in times when food was scarce. While not primarily carnivores, hominins likely scavenged small amounts of meat from carcasses left by predators or hunted small animals sometimes. This would have been difficult because they faced competition from larger predators for access to animal carcasses and were always in danger of becoming prey themselves. There was also the challenge of cutting up meat when they found carcasses. For a long time, it was widely believed that the first modified stone tools by hominins were the Olduvai tools, first discovered in Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania and dated to about 2.6 million years ago. And before then, we thought like modern monkeys and apes, early hominins just picked up any stone as tools for cracking nuts open, digging for tubers and things like that. However, the discovery of deliberately modified stone tools that date to 3.3 million years ago shows that we were wrong. These stone tools found at an archaeological site in Lomekwi on the west bank of Turkana Lake in Kenya are evidence that hominins were capable of relatively complex tool-making and the process of methodical napping long before previously thought. Most intriguing is the fact that the stone used for making the tools were not from the immediate vicinity, but from at least 100 meters away. This shows that some groups of early humans were collecting tools and food from a variety of places and bringing them to their favored working and eating spots. Life expectancy was short 3 million years ago. Hominins were highly vulnerable to the dangers of their environment: harsh weather, predation, diseases, and accidents. They probably died in droves. The practice of deliberately burying the dead is thought to have emerged much later. However, there's evidence that early hominins may have cared for the sick or injured. Some fossils found from this period, including Lucy's, show signs of injuries and diseases that they survived before their eventual death. Thanks for watching.